Hello, this is the presentation for the statistics final project. So our question was, have you received the COVID-19 vaccine? The claim is according to github.com. 26.7% of Americans have been vaccinated. We did a random survey of 50 Americans to see who received the vaccine and who did not. We chose the project because the pandemic has been the most talked about issue for about a year. Everyone is getting vaccinated and we want to see how it is going to affect us. Our research question is, have you received the COVID-19 vaccine? The data represents the percentage of people who have received the COVID vaccine. The alpha is 0.05 because this is pretty standard. How did we get our data? We surveyed asking people who got the COVID vaccine. The population is Americans who are 16 years old and older. The sample is 50 people. Yes, we did avoid bias. There was 4 of us who got all of the data. So we asked people from 4 different people's lives, and we just recorded the person's name, how we got the data, and their answer of yes or no. And we split it up between the 4 of us. So going to the graph, based on our sample, it was 50-50. So this is our pie chart. The percentage of vaccinations based on 50% over the age of 16 have been asked, and both responses which totals to 25 out of 50. That means that 50% of the Americans over the age of 16 that we surveyed are fully vaccinated, and 50% of Americans over the age of 16 that we surveyed are not fully vaccinated. Here's our HO and our HA. HO, 26.7% or 0.267, and we wanted to see if it was more than 0.267, which it was. Here's the citation. Checking the conditions, it's random and independent, as random is stated in the problem. Condition 2, the population is at least 10 times the sample. So population is 10 times the sample size. This should say all Americans 16 or over, gets 500, which is more than or less than Americans that are 16 older. Condition 3, the population rule. You can see the equations work out there. And we showed the SE and the C score. SE, you see the formula here. See everything plugged in here, and you get 0.063. The Z score, see the equation here. Everything worked out here, including the SE, and you get 3.88. Conduct the test to sample your statistic and your p-value. Here's the p-value and the t-score. Include a graph for the hypothesis and an explanation. You can see here, here's the z-score and shaded into the right. If you subtract, you get 0.01. There's a 0.01% chance that HO is true. Number 6, write a conclusion, your hypothesis testing in the context of the problem. We do not reject HO. There is not sufficient evidence to reject HO. We conclude the portion of Americans who are over the age of 16 that are fully vaccinated is not greater than 99%. Complete the confidence interval and show the work and explain the results in the context of the problem. See, here's the interval. The paragraph reflection on what you learned from the project. In this project, we learned quite a few things. First off, we learned that most people we surveyed are not fully vaccinated. Some are not vaccinated at all, while others only got the first dose. But our question was if they were fully vaccinated. Population was 50 people that are over the age of 16. We also learned how to solve for z-score and p-value. We were able to learn a lot of things through researching our question. We had fun asking people if they were fully vaccinated or not. And then the presentation here, and here's all the data.